What's going on, guys? Coverkillernation back with a track review for you guys for here in 2011 from their upcoming and extremely anticipated 2011 release. We have LOCUST by Machine Head. Now, this is a song that's been available for people to listen to on YouTube now for a little bit over a month, so you might be wondering, Coverkillernation, what the fuck? What's up with the fucking hold up, man? I'll tell you what it is. Look at all the videos I've made in that stretch, man. I just haven't had the time. But I'm here for you guys to discuss this song. This is a landmark and a mammoth 7-minute and 43-second long song. And of course, a lot of people were going into this with a little bit of maybe wariness because the Blackening to them was a fantastic, almost perfect landmark album for this particular band. How in the world were they going to be able to follow it up? How were they going to be able to follow up a masterpiece where it seemed like everything was in place and there was no stone left unturned? Everything was pitch perfect. That perfect storm really brewed, developed, and produced this record. Now with LOCUST, 7 minutes and 43 seconds, and I feel that there was a lot of good that was accomplished in the song, but I also feel that there's a couple of things that may have been some opportunities squandered. Bear with me. One, I really like the pacing on this particular song. On LOCUST, they were really able to dictate the pace of where they wanted to go. They were able to lead in with a lengthened intro that went into a very aggressive style pattern for their lyrics and for their chorus and for everything like that. And then they were able to slow it down a little bit for their solos and really really have the solos stand out and really have those be a central or focal point for that middle part, that body part of the song from about the 4-minute mark till about 5 or so. The numbers are slightly off, I'm sure, but that's, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. For that little portion of the song, for the body of the effort, for, I guess, the torso of the song, they really let that be the focus. And if we're going to use that metaphor, it's almost like they're showing off their cock, but let's face it, let's just not even go into that metaphor at all. But the solos are very well done, the pacing is very exquisite. And also, it seems as though they've tapped into a side of themselves that is just going to be flat-out heavy metal, kind of going and reverting back to the classic days, where they're shedding the skin of the scenes that perhaps people would associate them in only minutely, only very in small amounts, but they're showing that heavy metal maturity, that quality that a lot of classic heavy metal bands have had throughout the ages. And that's something that I really enjoy. Whenever I listen to this solo, even though it didn't have the reminiscent tones or it had the speed or perhaps the ferocity of the band that I'm about to compare them to, but it reminded me a little bit of Death. I liked it. Now, opportunities that were squandered. I think that a lot of people are going to feel that this song means that this album is going to be fantastic, and there's a very good possibility that they're going to be absolutely right. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to match up to the Blackening. None of us do. We won't know until we get to hear the whole thing. However, I feel that with the latter part of the song, with the outro, I guess if you're going from head to toe, it would be like the feet of the song. They really squandered an opportunity there. They could have cut it a little bit sooner than they did. It seemed like they were kind of just elongating it for the sake of elongating it, and it's a joke in itself, I know. But it just seemed like it was a little bit much, as though they could have easily cut it off maybe around this 6:43 mark, maybe a little bit after that, and the song would have been okay. Actually, the song would have been a lot better, but I feel that the extended outro just, it really kind of it tried to overstate the mood, it tried to overstate the general theme, it tried to overstate the pacing of it a little bit that I just praised and kind of squander that, and it didn't set well with me the first time I listened to it. I figured maybe after the next couple tries I would have a different opinion, but I just feel that this is a part of the song that is weak. And whenever you consider the rest of the song, it's actually pretty damn good, because the rest of the song is action-packed. It has a very good pacing to it, as I mentioned. There's a lot of good riffs in there. Fantastic soloing. The vocals sound on key. Not much to complain about. A lot to praise about. I'm interested to see what this album is going to sound like whenever it comes out later on this year. I feel as though it's going to be very strong. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to harken up or match the Blackening, but we will see. So, I'm going to leave a link for you guys in the description box. For all you guys that haven't heard this song yet or didn't even know it was out, this is like a holy shit moment for you, I'm going to leave it down there. That way you guys can sample it for yourself and give your opinions in the comment box here on Coverkillernation, and I will talk to you guys later.